Now, my wonderful Coldplay friends out there, we are just about a month away from the release of Moon Music, so in this video, I wanted to give my bold predictions about every song on the album. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to mention that I will be releasing a new song very soon, and I'm running this contest to win a $50 Amazon gift card, and all you have to do to enter is pre-save from the link in the description. I'll also say that there are not like a ton of people who enter, so your odds of winning are pretty good. Now, make sure you are subscribed to this channel for updates on everything Coldplay. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy this kind of content, and without further ado, let's get started. All right, so how this is going to work is I'm going to go song by song, starting with the first, and tell you about my crazy, wild, bold predictions that I have about every song on the album. Keep in mind, though, that these are somewhat far-reaching speculations or things that I would just like to happen, but it's still fun to think about. Also, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to all of these people who are members of my Discord server, which you can also find a link to in the description below. But I took a lot of inspiration from everything you guys said in the Discord, and I just wanted to give you a huge thank you. So to start things off, we have the title track, Moon Music, and this one is a little bit difficult because there's still not a ton of information out about this song. And honestly, a lot of speculation about this song comes from audio heard outside of a stadium that included this like guitar solo. But my very wild and bold prediction for this song is that it is going to be a thematic continuation of Coloratura. Coloratura was the final song of the last album, and Coldplay will be picking things up right where they left off. And part of this prediction is that it's going to sound very similar to Coloratura and quite literally just bleed right into this album. Another concept that a lot of people were throwing around is that this is a two-parter song, and I could see that playing out with this song to where the intro to the song is very much similar to Coloratura and that it brings us into everything. And then the second half of the song is more of this like classic Coldplay sound, kind of similar to like Hurts Like Heaven in a way. But mind you, I'm just basing this off of like a 20-second Twitter clip, but I just think it would be cool if this happened. Next song, Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. Obviously, we know a lot about this song because it's been released for several months now, but there is one mystery about this song that needs to be settled. Why is it that this is the only song on the entire album that has a combined word structure and no capital letters? I think it's because Coldplay wanted this song to be the single, the one that stands out compared to every other song. However, my bold prediction is that this song will not be a fan favorite. I think that there are going to be so many good songs on this album to where this song is not forgotten, but it's definitely not one of the better ones. Don't get me wrong, I really do like this song. I'm just super excited and super hopeful for the rest of this album that I think Feels Like I'm Falling in Love is kind of like the bar, and the rest of the album is going to outreach it. Next, we have We Pray, and obviously we just got this song recently and have heard, I'm sure, millions of times by now. But despite that, I have a bold prediction, and that prediction revolves around this idea that there are going to be multiple versions of this song. But my bold prediction is that there is going to be one of these versions that way outshines the original. And honestly, not only that, but this version will be so good that it's going to outshine even other songs on this album. And my real basis for this argument is because, one, we've kind of seen this before, specifically like with Higher Power. There were different versions that were released that I absolutely loved. But two, because I think the song in general is good, but I think it's missing something. So I'm hopeful that one of these variations, one of these different versions, has something unique about it that really stands out and really brings out the character of this song. The next song on the album is Jupiter, and my prediction for this song revolves around a rumor that some of you are probably pretty familiar with. My bold prediction is that Camila Cabello will in fact feature on this song. Now, I know this one's a little bit tricky because she's not featured in the credits for the album. However, from personal experience, I can attest that it is indeed possible to add someone to credits later. And I think maybe one of the reasons Coldplay is not having her on the credits is because they want to reveal this at a very specific time. Maybe if they're releasing this song as a single, which is not the bold prediction, but if they are, then maybe they're waiting to announce that for like a first performance, or when they're saying, hey, this song's going to be released next week, and guess what? There's this artist on it. So I think there's a lot of potential with that as far as like publicity goes and really pushing the song, but also, I mean, Coldplay's performed with her before, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary or kind of crazy to see this actually come to fruition. Next up is Good Feelings, and we've technically heard this song already because it's been performed live. And if you want to listen to that, I'm sure you can just do a quick search for it and find it pretty easily. But my bold prediction for this song is that it will be the successful version of Beautiful. So already we know that Good Feelings will be involving the Weirdos in some kind of way because the Weirdos performed with them, right, on stage when they played this. And what I'm predicting with this is that Good Feelings will do something that Beautiful wasn't really able to do, which was to really connect with the fan base. I think Beautiful was a great song, and I personally really liked it, especially after listening to the album several times. It really grew on me, but I think it did also deter some people because of the voice. So in whatever way it is, I'm predicting that the Weirdos, yes, will be involved in this song, but not in a negative or odd kind of way. So next song up is the rainbow emoji song, and there are just so many questions surrounding this one. And honestly, I really didn't know what to think of the song and didn't have a lot to say about it. But I did have some extra help from my friends on Discord, specifically Ethan, who has this idea. So the bold prediction that I am putting forth out there, thanks to some help, is that it is secretly Neon Forest. And if you haven't heard of Neon Forest before, there's probably some stuff you can find just by looking it up. But not only is this song going to be Neon Forest, but being a 6-minute and 9-second long song, it's also going to include a transition track, likely having more to do with Angel Moon. Now, I haven't really decided if I like the idea of it being a transition track into the song or out of it, but I do like the idea of it transitioning into the song with Angel Moon because the last song, which we just mentioned, includes the Weirdos. So yeah, there's just like a lot of mystery about this song, but that's a current idea that I thought was really cool. Next up is iAAM, or iAAM, and following a similar theme about a lot of these songs, because a lot of this is just speculation, there's not a lot of known about this song, but there's a lot of rumors and a lot of ideas. So my bold prediction supports this idea that it is in fact an abbreviation for I Am a Mountain. And not only am I supporting that idea, but I say that this song will be the fan favorite. That's right, this song is going to be the one that everyone just really appreciates and loves, and it just brings everyone together. And a lot of where this idea comes from is from a post that I saw on Reddit from a fan who said that they heard a new song called I Am a Mountain, and it made them cry. So, I mean, it could be a fan just kind of overreacting, saying that they really like this song, but if it has the ability to make someone cry on the first listen, I think that's a pretty positive view. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 songs left, and the next being AETERNA. AETERNA is a song that kind of has been out for a while, since March of 2023, and for some reason, if you haven't heard it yet, it's a very dancey, almost house-like song. But my bold prediction for AETERNA is that this song in particular will connect to the future Music of the Spheres album Volume 3. Reason being is that whenever they perform this song, it's done during the Light Club section, and of course this is when they are wearing those like alien masks and in costume. And I'm thinking that, in this very ridiculous prediction, that these masks are more than just a silly costume. They, in fact, are related to these aliens in a future album. Because realistically, we've had all of these different kinds of aliens. The Weirdos, we've had the aliens from Higher Power, and I think the next album will also be featuring a new alien type, and I think these masks will some way point to those kinds of aliens. Yeah, honestly, as I'm saying it, it sounds kind of silly, but I'm sticking with it. This is my bold prediction for AETERNA. These aliens mean something. All right, the penultimate song of the album. We have All My Love. So, we've heard the song before performed live, and it's this beautiful song that uses only piano and vocals. Unless this song, in my bold prediction, actually has more to it. That's right, my bold prediction says that this song will include not only other members of the band, but it will also have some production to it, similar to what we saw with Everglow. And a second bold prediction for this song is that this is going to be another fan favorite. So we made it all the way to One World, and a lot of people are gravitating towards this one in particular with just so many different theories. But one that I really liked is that being a 6-minute and 47-second long song, it's going to include 2 parts. Another theory says that it's going to have a wave as the final outro and send-off, similar to how they end their performances. And yes, I do agree with both of these theories. However, those are not my prediction. My bold prediction for One World is that this song is very, very much related to FFTF. Now, if you need a quick recap on FFTF, you can check this video right over here. But the reason why I think One World is related to FFTF is because of 2 things. 1, the title, and 2, the placement. So I've speculated before that A Film for the Future, FFTF, is intended to give a heartfelt, deep message about our planet and how we are to love one another and treat each other and this world with respect. Well, with the song title being One World, it just makes a ton of sense to me that it is related to having love for our world. And then with the placement of this song being the very last one. As I've mentioned in a previous video, on Apple Music specifically, there is this short trailer for A Film for the Future, where we first heard about what FFTF really means. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this would work because what we see on Apple Music and what we see on Spotify are different. Apple Music is the only one that says that trailer at the end, and Spotify is the only one that shows the time duration for each song. Now, like I said, I don't know exactly how this would work, but I can imagine some kind of scenario where One World includes some kind of audio or some kind of message related to A Film for the Future. Especially with it being a super long song, it would make sense that maybe that's like the outro message. And I just find it kind of weird if they included this trailer on Apple Music in this album if it wasn't directly related to this album in some way. But yeah, those are all of my crazy, wild, bold predictions. But again, if you are interested in joining in that contest to win a $50 Amazon gift card in your currency, click on that link in the description. And if you've made it this far and would like to help me out a ton, definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and leave a like and comment your thoughts on everything that I said, all these ridiculous ideas. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching to the very end here. Appreciate you and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Till then, peace.